Hello, physical media fans and collectors. I'm Tim Hayes. Welcome to my physical media update for spring 2025, part 1. So it'll be the first half of my most recent additions to my Blu-ray collection. So first up is a Blu-ray that's technically out of print since it was put out by Olive Films, which is no more, but you can still get some of their stuff. And now that they've got somebody from that company working for Kino Lorber, hopefully either a new Blu-ray or 4K of this film will be released. It's the final film of the Marx Brothers, Love Happy. And like it says, it stars the Marx Brothers and, well, Marilyn Monroe's in this, but I think she gets more of a cameo appearance in this movie since this was at the start of her career. Love Happy was the final film starring the legendary Marx Brothers, Duck Soup, and A Night at the Opera. Harpo Marx is a true patron of the arts, taking from the rich to help feed a group of poor actors struggling to open a new musical without financial backers. He unknowingly makes off with the missing Romanoff diamonds when he shoplifts a tin of sardines from a classy Manhattan market. The diamonds have been smuggled into the country by a sinful yet scintillatingly beautiful jewel thief, Madame Igelici, played by Iona Mazzi, who was in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, and she was in The Invisible Agent. And then the Madam traces the tin back to the theater and becomes the show's financial backer. Hoping to recover the missing diamonds, she and her henchmen nearly bring the whole house down in a madcap race to retrieve the jewels on opening night. The all-star cast includes Chico Marx, Groucho Marx, Vera Ellen, Raymond Burr, and Marilyn Monroe, directed by David Miller, Flying Tigers. It's from 1950, black and white, 91 minutes in 1.37 by 1 aspect ratio, and doesn't look like there's any extras, not even a trailer. So Love Happy, starring the Marx Brothers in their final film, the Olive Films edition, which is now out of print, licensed from Paramount, but hopefully it will come back into print soon. And the next one is one that's been in part of the public domain for a while, but I believe it was United Artists that put it out originally, so I don't think they've released their own. That's MGM. I don't think MGM's put out their own Blu-ray, but Kino Lorber did, and that Blu-ray has some great extras. The Kino, yeah, my hair is messed up. I'm gonna get my hair cut soon. Yeah, I got a big curl there. But let's see. Yeah, Kino Lorber put this film, White Zombie, starring Bela Lugosi, from 1932, out on Blu-ray in 2 different transfers. One with digital noise reduction applied, which they overdid it from what I heard, and then they also put in a non-DNR print onto their Blu-ray and had a bunch of extras. Well, now VCI Entertainment's also released their own Blu-ray, which I heard has a much better transfer, but not as many extras. The Dead Walk Among Us. The Halperin brothers made White Zombie 1932 for just $50,000, 1,000 of which went to star Bela Lugosi, using standing sets on the Universal lot from Frankenstein and Dracula, among others. The studio's makeup maestro, Jack Pierce, among others, and the studio's makeup maestro, Jack Pierce, they fashioned an atmospheric, perverse, oddly poetic horror film in a mere 11 days. Lugosi plays zombie master Murder Legendre in what is surely one of the most visually interesting horror films ever made. Dialogue is kept to a minimum, and cinematographer Arthur Martinelli employs camera tricks with obvious relish. White Zombie doesn't tell us a story when it can show us one. It's said that Bela Lugosi was especially fond of his work on White Zombie. It's easy to see why. Toby Rohn. Special features include a 2014 audio commentary by author Gary Don Rhodes, and then you get the White Zombie theatrical reissue trailer and bonus Dracula 1931 trailer and a photo and poster gallery. Audio's English PCM 2.0, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, black and white 1932 horror, and 67 minutes, not rated region A, and it's on a BDR, so it's manufactured on demand Blu-ray, and it's 1.37 by 1 version presented in 16 by 9 pillar box, preserving the aspect ratio of its original theatrical exhibition. And as well as this being VCI Entertainment, MVD Visual mentioned. I guess they're the distributor of VCI. MVD Visual, a division of MVD Entertainment Group. And it's eerie, unique, chiller, says Leonard Malton. And this is the Gary Rohn Signature Edition. Okay, so 2 more Blu-rays for part 1. We have another comedy film that preceded Hillbillies in a Haunted House. Las Vegas Hillbillies, starring Jane Mansfield, Ferlin Husky, and Mamie Van Doren. In the backwoods of Tennessee, country singer Woody Weatherby receives word that he has inherited a casino in Las Vegas. Elated, Woody and his buddy Jeepers head for Nevada in their dilapidated jalopy Lightning. When they arrive, they find that their bonanza is nothing but a ridden dive. Enlisting the aid of Jane Mansfield and Mamie Van Doren, the boys are determined to make Woody's Golden Circle a success. Jane is hired to manage the gambling concession while Mamie is supposed to be a singer, but most of the time they just hang around and look pretty, so what's wrong with that? But it takes the shrewd business sense of Aunt Clem from back home to make the place really take off. She books the finest talents in country music for the entertainment, and their appearances form the true points of the picture. If you enjoyed this film, don't miss the exciting sequel, Hillbillies in a Haunted House. And it's 85 minutes color from 1966, rated G, and 1.33 by 1. I think that's a typo. I believe this is actually widescreen. So it should be either 1.85 or 1.78 widescreen. And language is English, with optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and bonus features, commentary by Robert Kelly, photo gallery, and a trailer. And then regions A, B, and C. This is also from VCI Entertainment and MVD Visual. So, the Las Vegas Hillbillies. Interesting thing about this, Jane Mansfield hated Mamie Van Doren, from what I heard, because she saw her as a rival, so she had to request that all of her scenes be filmed separately from Mamie Van Doren, so they didn't share any screen time together in this movie. One more. It's a horror movie that's a little bit of a comedy. It's from Kino Lorber Studio Classics, John Carradine in Revenge of the Zombies. Celebrated celluloid creeper John Carradine, Bluebeard, and House of Long Shadow strikes again in this undead classic made at the height of World War II. Monogram Pictures revamps the plot of its earlier hit, 1941's King of the Zombies, as Scott Warrington Moritz Hugo returns to his childhood home in the Louisiana Bayou after learning that his deceased sister, Lila Vida Anborg, may have been poisoned. He is shocked to discover that Lila's husband, Dr. von Alterman Carradine, is secretly a Nazi madman who has been perfecting a way to turn the dead, including Lila, into an army of zombies who will serve Hitler. Simultaneously spine-chilling and rib-tickling, Revenge of the Zombies was the first movie to presume the audience knows what a zombie is and not provide an explanation, the Zombie Movie Encyclopedia, with Gail Storm, Robert Lowry, Mantan Moreland, Bob Steele, and James Baskett, directed by cult movie maven Steve Seekley, The Day of the Triffids. Special feature audio commentary by film historians Tom Weaver and Gary D. Rhodes. Not rated, from 1943, black and white, 62 minutes, 1.37 by 1, and 1920 by 1080p, so 2K HD. Subtitles in English, region A locked, and it's licensed from MGM. And then I haven't opened it. It's got this slip the slipcover. So now, recap, since this is a two-parter. My other 3 movies will be in part 2. So, in part 1, Blu-ray of Love Happy starring the Marx Brothers from Olive Films and Paramount, but now out of print since Olive Films is no more. And then the VCI Entertainment BDR of White Zombie starring Bela Lugosi. And then also from VCI Entertainment, the Las Vegas Hillbillies starring Jane Mansfield, Ferlin Husky, and Mamie Van Doren. So, these 2 from VCI Entertainment and MVD. And then last but not least, for part 1, Kino Lorber Studio Classics Blu-ray of Revenge of the Zombies starring John Carradine from 1943, licensed from MGM. So that's it for part 1 of my 2025 physical media update. Yeah, so that's the end of physical media update part 1 for spring 2025. So keep an eye out for part 2 of physical media update for spring 2025, coming soon to the Tim Hayes YouTube channel. And also keep an eye out for more of my toy collection videos, since I'm still collecting both modern, custom, vintage, and reproduction Star Wars toys. So thank you for watching.